Well, the Gulf Coast Community Challenge is a very exciting program, and we're thrilled to be a part of it. Our Mullet project had already begun about a year before, and we thought it would be a perfect project to submit for it. The United States has an $11 billion seafood deficit. That's one of the top deficits we have after oil. The state of Florida alone imports $2.6 billion of seafood a year. So if we can capture a small percentage of that, we have a very significant business. So our objective was to create a state-of-the-art processing facility and ultimately what will become a MSC or Marine Stewardship Council certification of our Gulf mullet fishery. Marine Stewardship Council certification, it's a globally recognized organization, and that is the certification that most of the responsible retailers, your Whole Foods, Publix, etc., will look for. So our objective was to create a state-of-the-art processing facility to give us the capacity and the technology to do a lot of the things that we would like to do with the fish, including create omega-3 fish oil, perhaps smoke the fillets to add value to them, creating fish feed for aquaculture out of the remainder of the fish, the carcass and what have you, that's not really usable for any human consumption. If you're going to be taking fish from the water, you want to utilize as much of that fish as possible. When we hired our engineers and architects for this processing facility, we wanted them to engage with the local fishermen and find out what we can do in designing this facility to make their jobs much more efficient. And that's one of the things that we hope to change. By creating a multi-use processing facility, we will be busy 12 months out of the year. We'll be the first company that I'm aware of in the United States to offer equity ownership in this business to the fishermen to help incentivize them. We know that we're going to pay market price for the fish to get the fish, but the added incentive of having equity that they can build for their family and pass down to their children, and ultimately if the company has an exit or goes public or whatever, that can wind up being a big incentive to those fishermen. The gillnet ban helped the mullet fishery, so we now today have a very sustainable, healthy mullet fishery. So for us to approach this from a standpoint of rebuilding marine economy, rebuilding the seafood economy, the fishing economy in Sarasota, in Florida, or the Gulf, the potential is there. One of our partners is one of the largest, seafood broker distributors in the United States. So they have accounts already with 3,000 of the 3,500 grocery stores in America. So that enables us to not just get the fish that we produce out there into the supply chain, but it enables us to meet and speak to those retailers before we ever grow the first fish. We want to use this local project here in Sarasota, Manatee as a pilot, an example of what can be done with various species, including clams, oysters, perhaps grouper, sardines, you name it.